Gonna let a few guys come on in that room. Hopefully you can see this right here. Starting out with that. Looks backward to me, but maybe you can read it. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Let me move that. Just want to give you guys an update on the COVID test situation. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Let's see if I can get that room right here. Young Jay, what's happening with you, brother? Oh, we right here. I'm tripping. Buenos dias, LK. Buenos dias, brother. Hermano. There we go. All right, so we're gonna let a few more guys get in the room, and we're gonna start letting it go, flowing about this COVID test situation. Shout out to the brother Bobby McKnight for coming through with the Hail Mary. Okay, Houghton. Yeah, it's been a minute, man. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, brother. So, as some of you already know, my COVID test results did not come back in time. The COVID test that I took in Atlanta did not come back in time for my flight to Barranquilla, Colombia. Now, what you need to know is, and I'm gonna say this again because I said it a little bit in the previous video I did last night. They won't even let you board the plane, even if you're in your home city and say your connector flight is locally, is stateside, and you're flying through Florida. They won't even let you get on the flight. So what I had to do was I had to adjust my flight and take off the international half and just fly down to Florida. Now, when I flew down to Florida, my results were not back in time, so I could not take that flight. So what my suggestion would be for you is to come to, this is an option now. Go to labdoctor.org, right? Labdoctor.org. These guys do a legitimate 24-hour rapid COVID test. All right, they have your test results back the same day. She said I should get my results back. I think she said before 8 p.m. All right, and I'm gonna be flying out in the morning. So I'm gonna drop the address and the website. Lab Doctor, what's that? Labdoctor.org. Yeah, labdoctor.org. Oh, here you go. Labdoctor.org. All right, it's I believe it was $179. Now they do have another home testing, right? Where the doctor will come to your hotel room and test you. That's $300, and you have to be already in Miami. If you're in Fort Lauderdale, it's going to be $350 for you to come out and see it. I was going to do that until my boy Bobby McKnight came with the Hail Mary, all right, and told me, hey man, don't do that one, man. Cancel that. Do this one. And they say that they're open at 8. The lab doctors open at 8. They're actually open earlier than that. I took my test at 7:30. I got there early. It was one person in front of me, and she was like, "Yeah, it's real quick." So they say I suggest get there before 8. If you need to fly out the next morning, I suggest you get there before 8, folks. You know, get there around 7:30. Be the first one. Get your test, and that way you can get yours the same day. So it's a possibility, because if you're an American, well, I'm going to Barranquilla, so that's a little different. But you could possibly be out the same day if your flight is leaving that night. So what my suggestion is, if you can take a free state test in your state, I know Georgia has free state tests. I would take one there, and hopefully it comes back in time. Remember, we're talking about the PCR test. That's the nasal swab test. I would take one there for free, just in case the results come back in time, right? Now, I don't know about other states, but I know in Georgia, the test looks a little kind of like really simple, and I'm not sure if that's what they're looking for. I know they want to see certain things in Colombia. So I suggest taking the free test if you can, or one that, you know, your insurance pays for. And if you don't get the results back, book a local flight to Florida. Should be no more than $100. You know, I think sometimes it could be like $69 if you're flying during the week. And stay over a night, all right? And fly out the next morning to your location. So the ticket is going to be cheaper if you're going to Colombia and you're leaving out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami. So it's going to be cheaper anyway. So you would just fly to Fort Lauderdale, fly to Miami. Fort Lauderdale, if you fly to Fort Lauderdale Airport, labdoctor.org is only about 7 miles away. It's not that far away. And I believe this is going to be the best option for you. The other option is another one that I believe is same 179, but that comes back in 48 hours. Even though they're going to tell you on the website it's 24 hours, it's not a true 24 hours. I'm letting you guys know that now. On these websites, it's a lot of misleading information. And they will have you thinking that your results will come back in 24 48 hours. Listen, my results were supposed to come back in 48 hours. I still have not received my results from the COVID test I took in Atlanta. And it's going on, no, it's well past 72 hours. So that was just a waste of money. All right. So my suggestion, if you're flying through Florida, go ahead and take a 24-hour test here. If you got a free test you can take, I would suggest, in your state, take that too. And maybe the results will come back in time, But, if it doesn't, I know these are flight ready tests, basically. So they have everything that them people need to see at the airport to get you on your flight. All right, so fellas, let me see, read the comments. No, you don't need the one for the DR. Well, yeah, if Walgreens is free, man, go ahead and take the one out. Make sure it's the PCR test. But remember, you got to be within the 96-hour time frame. You see, if my free test, well, it wasn't a free test, I paid for the test. But if the test comes back right now, it's gonna be past the 96-hour mark in the morning anyway. So I had to take it regardless. So like I say, plan accordingly, guys. Save you some money. I'm gonna go live hopefully tomorrow in Colombia. All right, fellas. Peace.